Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Leithauser. I've missed seeing you at church. You know, normally on Palm Sunday, we would be waving those palms and walking in behind the donkey in the sanctuary. Since we can't do that today, I thought I would share a Bible land story with you about that very day when Jesus went into Jerusalem. It happens here in the Promised Land in the city of Jerusalem. Now, this is the king's palace. This is the temple. If you remember here in the Promised Land at Christmas time, when the three wise men were searching for the newborn king, they weren't quite sure where to go when they got to Jerusalem. So they went to the king's palace to ask King Herod, where is this newborn king? It's the same place that this story is happening today. It's a different King Herod, but it is the same place. When Jesus was a boy and he was lost in the temple for 3 days, it's the same temple. So we are back here in Jerusalem again. The people have been waiting for a king. They're really, really unhappy with their Roman rulers. They want a new king with armies and with soldiers, but that is not the kind of king that Jesus came to be. So let's find out what happened that day. Let's listen to God's word. It tells us in the Bible that Jesus knew it was almost time for him to die on the cross. But for that to happen, he has to go to Jerusalem. He and his disciples are on their way. Jesus had 12 disciples who went with him, but because I can't move all 12 at one time, you just need to imagine that they are all there with him. Before they got to Jerusalem, they passed by this little town, and Jesus told his two of his disciples, I want you to go to that little town over there, and I want you to find a young donkey for me, one that has never been ridden before, and bring it to me. If the owner asks you, why are you taking this donkey? Tell them the Lord needs it, and you'll bring it back when I'm finished with it. All right, Lord, we'll go look. So 2 of his disciples went looking. Oh, look, this must be the one. Hey, we need your donkey. Why are you taking my donkey? The Lord needs it, and we'll bring it back when he's done. All right, you may take her. All right, let's take the donkey to Jesus. Here it is, Jesus, just like you said. Thank you. One of the disciples took their coat, put it on the back of the donkey for Jesus. And now Jesus could ride the donkey into Jerusalem. He and the disciples walked up the road. Oh, the people had heard about Jesus. They know about the things that he has done. They have heard his teaching. They have seen him make a man who could not see be able to see again. They heard how he raised his friend Lazarus, who had been dead for 4 days, back to life again. So when they heard and saw that Jesus was coming into town, they got excited, so they came out to see him. Mommies and daddies came, brothers and sisters, and the Mimi and Papas came. More and more people. They brought their friends. They brought their cousins. Jesus was riding his donkey down the road. But when the people saw what Jesus was riding, it was even more exciting, because it says in their Bibles, rejoice, rejoice, people of Zion. Shout for joy, you people of Jerusalem. Look, your king is coming to you, riding on a donkey. Oh, this is our king. This is the king we've been waiting for. So more and more people came out. Now this is a huge crowd coming to see Jesus. Oh, there he is, our new king. Yay! Some people thought, well, our new king shouldn't be riding in the dirt and the mud. So they took off their coats. And they laid them down on the ground for Jesus to ride right on top of. He would ride his donkey down the road. Get some more people coming. They started yelling a special word. Hosanna! 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 Some people even ran up the palm trees and ripped off the palms, and then they started waving them. Hosanna! Hosanna! Which could mean, praise God! Hosanna! Hosanna! They're they're so excited because our new king is finally here. He rode down the road on the donkey, and then he got off the donkey. Well, the people are expecting a king to go to the palace because they want this king with soldiers and with armies. But that is not the kind of king that Jesus came to be. No, so when Jesus arrived in Jerusalem, he went back to the temple, to God's house, because Jesus is our king in heaven. Jesus is king of our hearts, and Jesus is king of anyone who believes in him. Thank you for coming today. I'll talk to you soon.